What up, guys? So we got another interview. This dude is the man. His name is SAMER. Did I say that right?
Yep.
SAMER, and he is here. SAMER BRAX, say what up to the people, man.
What up, KT9?
Hey, boy.
We're pumped to have you here.
All right, so you do Amazon FBA, right?
Yes.
And you have a YouTube channel that's just your name, right?
Yep.
There it is.
Okay, and we'll have
that
those
up,
both linked
SAMER
down
BRAX.
below.
He needs you, people. Go check him out. He's the man.
Well,
I'm
he's
telling
got
you.
more
He's got
subscribers
way
than
more
us,
subscribers
so.
than us. He's way cooler than us. All right.
Anyway, so really all we want to do is we just want to ask you some questions, from your perspective, because obviously we teach people how to do Amazon FBA.
Yeah.
You may have some different perspectives, some different way of doing things, and that's really what we want to find out about. So just to start us off, would you mind just telling our viewers kind of a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your business, how you got started, all that kind of stuff?
All right. So my name is SAMER BRAX, and I'm in Montreal, Canada. I moved here in September 2016 from Lebanon. I'm an immigrant here.
Awesome.
I moved here without a job. I had a degree in mechanical engineering.
Wow.
So from September 2016 to September 2017, I had no job. I was looking for jobs, but nothing.
Wow.
No one cared about this Lebanese guy who came with no Canadian experience and no Canadian education.
My goodness.
So during that time, I thought I need to figure out how to make money.
Yeah.
And I had never done that before. So I started with some social media marketing because I had an Instagram page it was a food blog that I grew in Lebanon. And I'm like, if I can grow that page and use it to get invited to restaurants and stuff, I could do that to other companies.
Yeah.
So I tried. I got 2 potential clients, and then I was like, nope, that's not for me. I don't like it.
So you're selling yourself too much, dude.
So then I found FBA from social media marketing on YouTube, just watching videos. So at the beginning, I didn't want to buy a course because I couldn't afford it. I had no job.
Yeah.
So I decided to learn it by trying it. And the easiest way and the cheapest way to try it is to do retail arbitrage.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I bought a course from Udemy for $10. It was retail arbitrage for Canadians. So that was perfect for me.
That's awesome. That's so specific.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the next day or the same day, I went to Walmart, bought some stuff, sent them to Amazon. I got my first sale and I messaged my friend. I'm like, holy shit, this works.
That's awesome.
I still have a screenshot. I'm like, dude, what?
All right. So our audience is probably mostly private labelers. Walk us through how you went from RA to PL and
well, would you mind explaining
what
what RA is and then how you made that jump from that to private labeling?
Yeah. Okay. RA and OA, which is retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, is basically going to stores such as Walmart. We have a store called Dollarama here, and it's a dollar store. And you just scan stuff with your Amazon app. If it's cheaper there and on Amazon it sells for more and it's already ranked on Amazon, then you just buy it and then you relabel it, repackage it, and then you send it to Amazon. And then you don't do anything because it's already ranked. PPC is already running from someone else, maybe the brand, and you just wait for the sale. And if you sell, you just keep buying that product. If you don't sell, Walmart, for example, you have 3 months to return it. So you just return it and get your money back.
Huh. Interesting.
So I did that. I'm still doing that actually. And I made some money, but not enough to do private labeling. And I was selling in Canada. That also told me that I shouldn't start in Canada because it's a tiny market and it's nothing like the US. So then in October, I started private labeling in the US and it's been crazy ever since.
Yeah.
Got you.
Do you mind showing your numbers and telling people how you're doing?
Let's do it. So I say 1.5 products because the second one I just launched, and it's what I did was I copied myself. I saw that the first product is working.
Yeah.
So I just launched a variation, you could say.
Nice. Sweet.
You just refresh it.
Thank you. Oh yeah, look at you.
Nice.
Okay, you're nice.
So
awesome, bro.
So you made the jump from RA to private labeling, and really what you wanted, that kind of took you a couple months because you were just making money to be able to private label, right?
Yeah.
Making money and learning.
Okay, cool. So, do you mind sharing how much you started when you started private labeling?
Yeah. I think the total with photography, with all the extra stuff, about 2,500 maybe, I think.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
But I ran out in 2 weeks. I sold
Ran
out.
out of stock.
I saw his, so yeah, Samer's got a video. It's like 100K views. It says, I started Amazon and then I went broke. It's like his best video. Yeah. Yeah. Tell us a little about that.
Which is true, because you start selling, and then if you get to the first page, very quickly you sell as much as everyone else was selling on this page. So then if you didn't order enough inventory, you'd sell out.
Exactly.
And if you're a new seller, usually Amazon takes 2 weeks to pay you. And if you're a new seller, it takes an extra week, your first payment. I don't know if you remember that. So 3 weeks plus, let's say 5 days for the transfer, for the wire transfer. So that's a whole month without money. And I had to reorder the first 2 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
That's such a pain in the butt. Oh my gosh. Cash flow.
So how long were you out of stock for? Like when you ran out and then you had to wait for it to get here, all that kind of stuff?
I think it was 2 weeks.
That's not bad. I mean, it sucks, but it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Between 2 and 3 weeks.
A lot of our students in our Facebook group are talking about how they're going out of stock. They're having the same problem as you. They're doing well and they go out of stock. How'd you rank it back up once you came back in stock?
So what I did, and that was a tip I got from Tom Wong, if you guys know him.
Yeah.
He said, close your listing. And that's what I did. And I just relisted it. Don't delete the listing, close it. Be careful.
Yeah. And then, that's so interesting because we've tried leaving it open and it's been all right too. So I guess either way.
I guess.
Well, it's interesting because you close your listing before you hit zero stock, right?
No, after. As soon.
After.
As
okay.
soon.
Okay. That is different. Okay. So, I mean, there's a lot of different opinions on that on the internet.
Well, it's kind of been just luck. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to test, but hey.
Unless somebody figured out exactly what Amazon's algorithm is, we're probably never going to know the real answer to that question.
Actually, the second time that I ran out, because I didn't order enough even the second time.
Yeah.
I closed it, but then apparently I reopened it by mistake. And then I lost ranking on some keywords. Not all, some keywords.
Huh.
Okay, well, that's a good data point.
It could be luck, but I'd rather.
All right.
So obviously, like you've run out of stock a couple of times. You've had those cash flow issues because you're running out of stock. Like if you had a whole bunch more money and you could have just bought a whole bunch of inventory, like that would have been completely different.
Yeah.
But you didn't because of what you just talked about. So like outside of like what would you say like out of all of that? Because like you were doing what you could do. Like there wasn't anything that you like, you could control that could have gone any differently. What would you say was like your biggest mistake that you've made that like you wish you hadn't done or you wish you would have done differently?
I'd say probably order more.
Yeah.
But it's because I wasn't confident enough it was my first order ever. And I spent 2,000 something on it. And that was the scariest thing that I did.
It's so scary.
Yesterday I spent $10,000 on reordering and I'm like, 10,000, go.
I know, that's how we are now. We gotta chill.
I love that so much.
That's so funny.
So like, what do you think about that? What do you think about like, if a brand new person is getting ready to start Amazon FBA and they go, hey, I'm thinking that I want to buy like 100 units to like test the market. We are usually like, okay, like you can totally get that. Like I get the confidence thing. I get the risk factor, but that's not the best idea in the whole wide world, in my opinion. So like, what would you say to somebody like that? Like, would you say you need to order at least 200 units, 500 units, 1,000 units? Like, where do you sit on that?
I'd say order at least when you look at the first page and you see how much they're selling a month.
Yeah.
Order at least that much or even more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if you do product research properly, what's the worst that could happen? You just sell over 2 or 3 months if it's not selling well.
Right.
Exactly. You can always lower your price and liquidate if you have good enough margins. You know that. You can just
Facebook ads, Instagram influencers, you can do so much to sell.
Yep, that's so true. So tell us your favorite thing about selling on Amazon. What is it?
The fact that after this interview, I'm going to refresh my sales and get more sales.
I love it.
That's savage. I love it.
I mean, it's right though. It's passive
true.
income.
It's
When
so
you're
much fun.
sleeping, you're making money.
I love hitting refresh.
I love it when I travel and I can't refresh, and then I land and like, wow.
That's so right.
That's awesome.
That's true.
So, you know, in terms of like where you're at right now, dang it, you moved again, Kale. So in terms of where you're at right now, so you have that one product up, you've had it up for a couple months, you've run out of stock a couple times. Now you said you just listed a variation of that product and it's on the same listing, right?
No.
It's on a different listing, just variation.
Ooh.
Okay, that's awesome. So like, what are your plans moving forward? Like obviously you just launched new products. Do you want to get it up and going well? But like in terms of Amazon FBA, in terms of like you being an entrepreneur, owning a business, that kind of thing, where do you see yourselves like over the next 6 months, and where do you see yourself over the next like 3 years? Like what's your goal?
Well, my goal is to build a brand on Amazon, and I'm not going to be doing that with that product. I just don't see it happening. I just don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because I think I found my next product, and it's something that I'm really excited about.
That's awesome.
And that's something that I was talking about with Matt Loberstein. You guys know him.
Mm-hmm.
We've been saying, why not go for something that you like, something that gets you excited? People say don't do that, go with the numbers only, but why not combine both?
Yeah.
So I think that's what I found. I think my next product is that, and I'm going to build a brand around it. And I found 2 or 3 other products that could go in that brand.
That's
So
awesome.
I want to focus on that, build an Instagram page, build a following.
That's awesome. How are you finding those products? Like you said, it's a product that you like, and then like I would assume that the numbers back it up. But it's like, you know, how are you finding these products? Are you just like searching, you know, products that you like, or what are you doing?
Well, I look for the numbers first.
Okay.
And then if I like it, then even better.
And are you using like Jungle Scout, using Viral Launch? What are you using?
Just the Chrome extension.
Okay.
And I just browse on Amazon. There's a method that I showed in one of my videos. You can go through the reviews of the sellers and then click on someone's name and then see everything else that they reviewed. So if there's someone who's actively reviewing in Facebook groups, they reviewed 50 products.
Yeah.
So you just open their name and see 50 ideas.
Oh, wow. That's smart.
It's smart. That's cool.
And it's not easy to do because you have to find those people.
Right.
But by just browsing and browsing, you can find someone.
Find someone who's in the Facebook group. So you're basically taking a sample of new sellers. You're stealing new products that are just entering the market and trying to jump on it. It's not a bad idea.
That's what private label is.
Yeah, lots of people go on review groups and do the same thing, kind of looking for products that are coming up. Interesting. Smart.
Interesting.
If you could say one thing to a new FBA, or what would it be? Because we get a lot of, you know, brand new people.
Get started in any way possible. The easiest way is to go to some stores, scan a few products, and try to do some retail arbitrage. That's the easiest way, and it's almost hard to lose money with that. And you do learn a lot. You do learn how to list something on Amazon. You start understanding what BSR is, what the ranking means in each category, and it gives you the confidence to just start private labeling.
Interesting.
Really,
I like that.
cool.
It's cool.
That is really cool. So
do that today after watching this video.
Yeah, totally. So we only have a couple more questions, but something you brought up was, you know, how kind of your goal is to build a brand on Amazon and build an Instagram page and stuff like that. Why did you make the decision to do that over kind of not doing like a brand, like just doing random products that look good? Like why, what's the motivation behind making that brand?
Well, I'm doing both, but I'm focusing on building the brand for sure.
Okay.
And the motivation is because Amazon has a lot of control over you. Yeah. They make you a lot of money, but at the same time, they can do that and you're gone. So if you build a brand, it's something that you kind of own. If you have your own following, you can take them to another website if Amazon goes down, which it probably won't, but it is something that you can sell in the future. It's something that you can be proud of and sell to your friends, something like that.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's something we were talking about a lot too, is building an email list. And even if you're on Amazon only, is having a way to take those customers with you. You know, you're like, that email list is so valuable and kind of directing people in. So we're going to make some videos about that, but I'm sure you're kind of focused on that stuff too. Before we get too late in the video, because people always backspace because people are impatient, and I get it. why don't you tell them where to find you, why they should check you out, where they can see your beautiful face?
SAMER BRAX on YouTube.
Perfect.
And I do have a Facebook. Yeah, I do have a Facebook group. It's called the BRAX Amazon FBA group.
It's awesome.
Swag.
And Instagram at SAMER BRAX. And just come check me out. I started from nothing, and I started YouTube when I had barely started Amazon, and I showed the process. And I'm more showing the process than teaching, but at the same time, while showing, I'm teaching. I'm giving them how I think about things. So yeah, if you come from this video, say hi. Say hi from KT9.
Exactly. You got other questions for him, bro?
No, I'm joining your Facebook group right now.
Answer the questions.
I'm doing it,
What
man.
are the
I'm doing
questions?
it. How did you find this group, and where are you at in your FBA journey?
Ooh, those are such good questions.
They are good questions.
Look
They are
at
really
you.
good questions. Dang it, we moved again. Hey, listen, man. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be on this.
Yeah.
I know that, like, honestly, I know this probably sounds like super cheesy or super cliche, but like we're totally into that stuff because it's fun and it makes a lot of sense. But like, I think your story is really, really inspiring.
Yeah.
I think the fact that you came to another country, like
really
you
is.
couldn't find a job, and you're kind of like creating your own path right now. Like that's incredible. That's awesome. And honestly, what you're doing right now is you're taking away excuses from other people.
Yeah.
You're taking away excuses because other people will give excuses all the time. And, you know, you came to another country, you couldn't find a job, like you didn't have money to start doing this. So you figured out a way to start doing it.
Yep.
And I just think that's absolutely incredible. And I think that if anyone ever gives me some BS excuse for why they can't do Amazon FBA,
Let's go.
I'm just going to send them over to you.
That's right.
So that you can just be like, look, bro, I was in a...
Look, bro, I'm Lebanese. I just got here. I didn't have a job, and I'm selling stuff. Like, come on,
it's
man.
incredible
That's
what you're
right.
doing, man. So just, like, you keep doing you because you're killing it.
Right.
Thank you so much. You guys are going to make me cry.
It's awesome, man. I look forward to, let's definitely keep in touch. Let's do some stuff, and maybe in the future we could do some more collabs.
For sure. And I love traveling, so I'll be wherever you are soon.
Dude, come to Pittsburgh. We'll show you around.
Dude. That's awesome.
For sure.
We'll see you soon, man. Thanks for being here.
All right. Thank you for having me. Peace.
Peace.